Can we be sure Blake Lively isn't immortal? I feel like some testing should be done. The Age of Adaline is a high-concept film about a woman who, thanks to a miraculous accident, never ages past 29. The movie deals with ideas of mortality and sacrifice as it explores Adaline's modern life with occasional looks back at what brought her to where she is today. It's not exactly a new idea. In fact, there's a TV show on currently called Forever with the same basic concept, but it is a chance to explore it in new ways, which is why it's disappointing that when all is said and done, there really isn't much worth holding on to in this story. Now, don't get me wrong, technically it's put together really well. The score is lovely, there's some nice creative camera work that's interspersed, as well as some really good performances. Blake Lively herself, who plays Adaline, is absolutely stunning in this and captures perfectly how a centenarian mind and a 29-year-old body might interact with the world. But the standout for me was Harrison Ford. Now, truth be told, as much as I love his charm and charisma as Indy and Han, I've never really liked him in these kind of roles. But I have to say, he really got me here as Adaline's former love interest, coming to terms with thinking he's seeing her again. It's seriously good stuff. I just wish there had been more meat in the story for them to sink their teeth into. But there really isn't. With a movie like this, I want to really process these concepts and feel the truth and the consequences of her unique situation. But here, it feels more like a Sunday stroll where the contemplation is abstract and without purpose, and the pace is meandering and slow. I mean, I get that we should feel Adaline's steadiness from her years of existence, but the world around her should have an energy to it that draws us along. Plus, there is so much expositional narration throughout this movie that at times I felt like I was watching a Wikipedia entry instead of a film. There's even this throwaway line in the narration about how what caused Adaline's condition will be solved in the year 2035. And I'm sitting there thinking, I want to see that movie, the one where the world is dealing with the moral repercussions of knowing how to stop the aging process, which, now that I think about it, is the basic plot of that Justin Timberlake film, In Time, so maybe The Age of Adaline is actually a prequel. The point is, when you spend more time thinking about the things the movie could be, rather than what's happening on the screen in front of you, it probably means it's not as engaging as it should be. Overall, The Age of Adaline is a skillfully acted and made film with a concept that wasn't nearly as interesting as it should have been. It wouldn't be a bad date movie, but isn't likely to stay with you after you walk out. Even with a wonderful performance by Mr. Ford, there just isn't enough to age this movie past a C+. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. Stay tuned for this review's best ever challenge here in a bit. First, I'd like you to go ahead and click the little eye that's up in this corner. Yeah, right now you can click it. Go ahead. I'll still be here. Now, when you do, what you're going to see is links to other recent reviews, the Your Movie Friend website, and a chance to send $1 or $2 my way if you liked the review. You can also click down here to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new reviews. And now on to this review's best ever challenge, where you name the best ever in a particular category and also try to identify my choice. What is the best mortality movie ever? Now, any movie that messes with the aging process is one I'd count here. So I'd have to go with the one where there was more butter than there was bread. How's that for an abstract clue? Drop your own answer and a guess at mine in the comments, and the first person to guess mine does get that point. Thanks, and here's your 5 extra seconds to hit subscribe.